We are, you know, doing our bid. Okay, hello. Yeah, so I did everything sort of right. Now I just need to get in the habit of creating a regular schedule. Yeah, I got to come up with that. It's time to create. I think 7 o'clock, like in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock. I got to come up with a schedule. It seems like so far we're doing like a 7 o'clock works or 8 o'clock works. More like like, like 7, 8 ish. Um, I don't know. 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, those time frames. Like in the morning, like half the day, most of the day, seems to work. You know. Oh, by the way, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Take care of your psychic. Uh, um, yeah, this is an analytical time. So right now, you're going to have a lot to ponder. I think that you should focus your concentration. There's a difference between concentration and focus. It's okay to think about things, but you need to like it's kind of like snap. I'm gonna be blunt. Snap out of it, and you know thoughts will come, but you need to find your thoughts that are analytical. They to analyze to finding solutions with others. You've already worked with the solutions for yourself about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So now you need to. There's the macrocosm resolutions to find, and so your mind is needed. Again, this is very, introverted people. So introverted people do a lot of thinking. It's now you're being called front and center by other people. So you're working with, like, who's introverted, who's extroverted, who's the thinker and who is the speaker. But it's all about togetherness. It's all about the town hall. It's about solutions. So very favorable to have the banter, like because you will find the perfect layout of words to share with others and people who are quiet. Because right now your Mars Mercury is helping with the delivery because you have a very high acute senses right now, mental ones, the mental faculties, and you will be able to participate in the group resolution discoveries. So yes, definitely get invested, be involved. This is a very crucial, important time because it's easy to start your meditation on things that you cannot change. So focus on, yeah, just think about life, but with the right now the gifts of analyzing, which is associated with Virgo vibrations, supported by Aries and Leo, and the signs and the planets Mars and Mercury will allow for you to not only analyze sharply, but also to bring about the cause of effects. So yeah, the effects will be lasting ones, but also the effects in personal one-to-one relationships. So that's also happening as well. I'm already receiving a lot of messages from men as well, from the men's side as well, asking about, okay, what's going on? like it sounds like there are some change of hearts. Before, they both like they were just playing, and now all of a sudden, I mean, he is thinking about, is this going to be the relationship that he brings 2026 in? So there's this contemplation for, I believe, both men and women, uh, long term, the special interests. We're talking about people here now, so reading between the lines. Um, so that's kind of like an extension of what's going on. And most people are trying to discover, what their aim is, what their intentions are. So I've got messages from clients, because they're able to write to me, and they're contemplating the matters of a special relationship that's in who or special person in their life. But this will be long term and will carry over into 2026. So a long term special connection, whether or not they're in a place right now, they're trying to decide whether or not if they should. But I already understand the scope of things that, and I'm also very okay. So to run it back a little bit, and I'm not going to go all the way back to just give you the backstory. Every year, August 15th, I get extra information. I become taught by the spirit world. And so that information that I'm taught is for the new year. So the same way that I read this year, I didn't read like in 2024 and so on. And so in 2026, I will not read the same way that or even or speak about the same information that I have in 2025 or any other year. And every year means something. So far, generically, it seems like 2026 is the year of relationships. This year has been the year of marriage and companionship. So, right now, also a lot of soul tribes and soul groups. Right now, okay, so up to date. So, what should you be doing since the 8th? So, we're about, what, 3 days in to this new chapter. And of course, this goes all the way up to October 15th. So the first part, what you're going to want to do is focus on connecting with other people. Even if you're introverted, don't worry. Mars and Mercury have your back. That's why I was stating your mind will be acute. You'll have a sharper senses, so you will say the right words. And also, you have, the siblings who are extroverted and very much outgoing. You have Aries and you have Leo. So you have Aries saying, "Come on, stand up, say what you mean, speak from your chest." Then you've got Leo saying, "Yeah, yeah, I want to hear what you sound like. I want you to speak up. I want to hear you roar." So they could be parents as well, but they're calling you to front and center stage. So that's how you interact with others. But then you also have your personal, like the extension of that is, you citing a very special person who you're wanting to have a lasting connection with. Hello, yeah, hello. You're just random. Okay, great. So, Um, so the guides here, pretty much just kind of have been inferring that people are going to move into the directions for life. Like they're going to start really contemplating their life and who they're spending it with, their time. And so this is about taking care of self. This is about using that analytical power, but not just to meditate. So just don't pick random things, make like yeah, thoughts are gonna flow, but don't get trapped into a thought. Like find thoughts that you want to see manifest, and hone in on those thoughts and bring them into fruition. So that's what I'm addressing. So what you should do is, yeah, you're gonna like you'll may find yourself concentrating on something that you cannot change, but at the same time, there are solutions to problems that you're actually going to interact with other people, and that's where you should focus your thoughts, if that makes sense. All right. So do that, and yeah, and it's morning. hmm It's a good day. So I'm just kind of getting ready, kind of getting everything off the ground. That little conversation is inspired by someone who reached out. You know, it was a client who reached out and suggested, hey, so I've got this thing going on, and I've been seeing it more commonly, but I hadn't really spoken on it. So anyway, so that's what's going on. And yeah, focus and make clear of what your intentions are, and the rest will follow. It should be pretty simple. It's easy. hmm So yeah, we're getting ready for the day. Bring about some very interesting path working here and what's going on. And we want to be sure and accurately present to the to other people, to other groups, what the intentions are. Stick with the intentions. Try your very best to stick with the plan. Things should come through for you. Things should move in the way that seem most productive, promising. Help others, along the way by just simply encouraging solutions. So this also will be a favorable time. Like if there is some sort of a conference or again a town hall, or where there's banter, those conversations are gonna. I guess if you're more like intellectual leaning, you definitely will be. You'll get fed today. So yes, and like find a great conversation to get your mind stimulated. You might find yourself wanting to read, wanting to maybe study. Getting this is your favorite time to break into a new book. A deep read, especially something that is mentally provoking. Very favorable. Um, of course, it may be something that you're intending to discuss later. So I would say it's going to either be something that you're going to share with others, or maybe it's a class, and so by default you're sharing. It's things like that that's going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be nice. It's going to be a good day. you know, you know, continue on your way to, I guess, being centered and being focused. Okay, so that's what I say. Let's see what is next. What are we going to work with? In a few minutes, I will open up all of the channels. Oh my gosh. See what conversations we're going to get lost in. Oh, I forgot the main part, the favorite part. You can also connect with a full reading. So I am starting to sort of create my store, I guess. My uh, I'm slowly but surely creating, I guess, a space where to share my writing the best that I can. So there's that. Um, and I mean, the intentions is to, you know, produce writing like my books. So, yeah, which will be shared here on my channel, um, along with all the other things that I'm talking about, the array of conversations, all of the books, focusing on subjects that I talk about, but subjects that I haven't had the chance to share yet. It's just so like, where do I start? Um, yeah, but also, oh yeah, people can now uh, get in line with the clients. So by sending your questions or what type of reading you're looking for with along with PayPal, because there's a place where there's notes, so you can kind of write whatever you need to write, and I guess it's like 250 characters. So when you do that, then to put I put you in the line of my clients. Yeah, so you're now being treated like a client. So this before I'm like, you'll have to, like give a question, I'll answer your question, and then, but we might get interrupted. This guarantees that first of all, you're gonna get a reading, and you can just say, give me a reading, and you don't have to necessarily ask a like be limited to asking to a question. So yeah, I'm actually doing full style expert readings. So the same professional reading that I give to clients who call by phone, I'm offering that now in my YouTube. So I did this a little early because, I was kind of like thinking about it. It's like, you know what? Here I am. I I'm climbing though. My watch hours are going up indeed. Um, but we're talking about 3,000 watch hours plus, had to be analyzed. They got to put me under a microscope to decide whether or not, they will even allow me to offer memberships. So that's where I was going. So this is in the meantime, and then most likely will drop PayPal because I have memberships after that. So then people can just, um, and I believe there's a way where a person can just say, well, what if I don't want to be like a subscription? I think I'll have to like manufacture a way. We'll find out something that will allow you to go through YouTube and kind of like I just want to, what if I just want to just visit for one show or one particular subject? Or what if I just want a reading? So we'll figure out that, which that may come through by way of the gifts, where the gifts are, something like that. We'll figure out something. But yeah, but for now, this seems to work, that will allow people, to have the full readings that they might be interested in. You might be interested. So I'm offering. People are asking. So I said, gosh, if you're gonna ask, I wasn't thinking about actually incorporating PayPal, because I rather liked focusing on my actual clients in real life. And I was like, well, what other extra responsibilities do I need? But then it was like people kept asking, and so I'm like reading with a person, but then my client calls, so then I have to like disconnect from you to work with my clients, which is fabulous, because they're paying clients. So yeah, they have priority. So people were like, "Hey, I'm kind of like still here," and they're like asking questions. I'm like, I can't respond to you right now. So I said, okay, we need to fix that. So at least offer a way where you're guaranteed, like if I start a reading with you, you're guaranteed that I'm going to complete the reading with you. And you can ask several questions. Like I also said, look, you can ask one question, but people are like, okay, you're a medium. Oh my gosh. Well, what about this? What about this person? What about? So they have so many questions. So I said, okay, we need to offer that to you so that you can um, have the full psychic reading experience. So that's what the PayPal is for now. Yeah, you can still, definitely talk, you know, but or ask questions, but that's for people who are kind of pushing towards like a complete psychic they want the full psychic experience. This is the way to do it. So I did it for you. Hmm. Yeah, I did it for you. So and I'll try to work with this energy for a while and see what it transpires into, and hopefully we're very much on our way to self-discovery. That there's other types of conversations that we're going to have, continue to grow, help people to expand and have experience life in different ways. So in more healthy ways, in fact. Okay, so there's that. Um, I need to shuffle my cards. Take the time to get these shuffled, and and the readings for now will be actually here. The difference is I'll know who I'm speaking to. I haven't figured out. Sometimes I thought about where a person can continue sort of like where there's a dialogue kind of like behind the scenes, but initially they meet here. I don't know why I'm thinking about that in that way. I don't know. I don't think I. Oh, wait a minute. I must be thinking about like behind the stage sort of situation where a person is privately speaking, I guess, or chatting. Maybe more like chatting privately. Their questions. Hmm, okay. I don't know. I don't know what brought that on. Oh yeah, the analytical stuff. But anyway, no one will see your question though. They'll hear me speaking to you. So that's why I thought about it, because I'm like we'd have a dialogue at that point that wouldn't be happening in the chat if it were happening in a like behind the stage sort of chat. That's why. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess that would happen in the stage area. So because in the stage area, people can kind of like private message and it not show up. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So it definitely something like that. So people can ask their questions privately. Okay, that's what that's okay. So well, that's nice. Thank you. So, yeah, we just analyzed and found a solution. Okay, we troubleshoot where people can ask questions and it's private. Basically, it works like this. So I'm live, but when I'm in my studio, I offer a link, and basically the person becomes a hidden guest, and you're not revealed. But no visual. We don't need to. You don't need to turn on your camera, but you can message with me, and even other guests won't be able to read what you're saying. Only I and you are reading what your messages are, and I can also message you, but I wouldn't need to message you. I just would need to share with you the information, but it allows you to offer some sort of dialogue just by chatting. Like chatting, you don't have to show your face, you don't have to introduce your voice, you're just chatting. So I will have to research that because it's in my head. I just haven't done it. So yeah, if I try to do it, I have to like fumble around a bit. I'll be all thumbs. So I will figure out how to make that happen so that people can have even more privacy with their questions. But so far it's gonna work because it's just that we won't be able to dialogue, but you'll be able to, I mean, excuse me, we won't be able to dialogue privately. You'll have to, you'll be able to submit your questions and your interests but that's all I need. I don't, but sometimes, people are very social creatures, so they like to ask questions and things like that, or ask for insight to follow along with the conversation. So I don't think it's tricky because you can kind of give a hint and I would understand, but you'd be writing it in this chat box, in the public chat box. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Sounds like I'm going to figure it out over the next day or so. We're still going to read the Bhagavad Gita. Just that today is pretty much a busy day, I think. Let me see, check the schedule. What is the day like? Oh, yeah, big day, kind of long schedule. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of going to be a bit of a big day today. And, uh, yeah, especially when I open up the rest of the channels. I haven't opened up yet. The rest of the channels. Mhm. So I will slowly but surely, I guess we're integrating right now how we're going to operate and move the shows. Um, so that would allow, I guess, the same way that clients are able to kind of interrupt the readings with when I'm interacting with you all in the live, someone could stop me and say, "Hey, I need my reading," so I got to pause you all. But at the same time, great spiritual information is channeled when I connect with spirit. So that's why I love going live and reading because we're getting also insight from spirit that is healing and also mind opening for everyone. But also the client, yes, is getting the information that they need. Um, yeah, it sounds like we're gonna create a full-on space where people can have readings. That's where it seems to be heading today. Um, hmm, okay. Well, this is the first, but the first part is, yeah, it did it. It took me to incorporate the PayPal to figure that out. I hadn't even thought about that. I hadn't, I wasn't that far ahead. I was thinking more like there'd just be guests and the whole live would be sort of like a private ordeal. So I could still do that um, in the future for like the members. I could still do that at some point. Linda Maxey, welcome. We're over here trying to troubleshoot. We're figuring out ways to incorporate you all with the clients. So people have been visiting over the past couple of days. They've wanted readings, and they want the same readings that the clients are getting. So I'm creating a way that allows me to help people have the same readings as the clients. You can ask. You oh, but I will I nitpick, so just kind of be real. But yeah, you can ask. But today I have a way in which, of course, it's pinned. So read my message in the pen. Okay, read my message in the pen. PayPal, PayPal, and you can also submit your questions through PayPal. So yeah, then I can read for you, which I'm doing entire readings. But if you even entire readings, short answers, I don't answer yes and no questions because I always speak in full sentences. So I always give you details. If I say yes, no, people say, what do you mean? How, when, time, where, who? So do you have the right guy or girl? So yeah, so basically I'm doing full readings, complete readings. Even if I'm answering a question, by the way, when you submit a PayPal, you actually can incorporate your question there as well. Or you can ask a specific question. No one else will see it but me. So that's how we're doing it today, Linda Maxey. Not a big deal if you can't, not pushing you for that. This that's the today's process. But thank you for stopping by and thank you for your interest. And when you're ready, you can always come back in. What gives me the right? Well, I work with five. Okay, so I'm a phone psychic, and there are five famous psychics who everybody calls. They're based in Europe, so they're Europe's best psychics, and they're famous. They book publishing, they are in the media, all of that. You would know them if they have all of the IBM, they're on Wikipedia, all profiles. They're famous in their own right, what I'm trying to say. And I work with their clients. So I'm entrusted to working with their clients because the clients work with them as well, but they have so many people who they read with. And so they're like, well, you can also read with, someone I'm on like on standby. I'm in the psychic reserve section. And then in the US, I'm with the top companies, top tier. That means pricey and psychic. So I'm established. Also, I have educational background, University of Metaphysics. So I have studies in, of course, I grew up in the metaphysical community as well, where I worked with public. So yeah, so I'm a phone psychic, experienced. But when I say experienced and I was a psychic at a very young age, I mean I'm a working psychic at a very young age. So and then many, many years up leading into now, I've done come through California, Beverly Hills, did studio work. The celebrities who I read with, actually we follow each other on across all social medias. And yeah, and you can now find me here. So I'm introducing my real life to YouTube. Yep, I was with California Psychic. See, that's what I tell people. I'm like, hey, people meet me, people find me, and know of me. Yes, I am. I was Isaac. Yes, so I was Isaac. California Psychics. I worked with, and now I'm with Psychic Source in America, and in Europe and the rest of the world, I'm there's like five famous psychics who kind of have a round table, and I'm I'm in a special group of psychics who work with their clients and trusted to work with their clients. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing these days, and continuing my education, by the way. So I continue to, get my, degrees and things, and keep up with, the textbook stuff. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing these days. California, hold on one second. I'll show you something. Is this who you're looking for? Yeah, that's me. That's who you're looking for. Yeah. I don't know if you recall this, but yeah, that's me. uh, it's beat up. California Psychics. Yep, I still have it. Looks like I've been chewing on it, huh? But it looks like my tarot cards. Yeah, yeah. California Psychics. This is my best friend. We hung out when we did the photo shoot for this, and and that's me. Yeah. Um, can you follow the instructions? The prompt is in my link, where you have to incorporate your questions through PayPal. If you can do that, explain why you cannot. Is there a reason why you cannot do that today? What's the holdup? What's the holdup? It's difficult to get to. Oh no, I'm not in California Psychics. I have my link, and I posted my link. Follow the link. I pinned it at the top. Click on it, and then the link where it says PayPal. Click on that, and PayPal me, and also submit your question, and then I will read for you. Is there a reason why you can't do that? Nothing. Okay. Well, I won't. I will not allow you to connect with me. I'm not saying I'm the only gateway, but um, I will not allow you to connect with me psychically. I won't be. I will be giving nothing in relation in information for you spiritually. I will not connect with you. If I now when I offer people to come in and read with me, people snub me, but then when I say, okay, well, now you have to PayPal, and then people now all of a sudden have questions. Now they want to work with me. So I think that people have trouble following my instructions, and that's not a good way for me to start the reading, because if I give when I give you reading when I give you instructions in my reading, but you can't follow the instruction because I'm reading you and I'm reading you for free, that's kind of disheartening, and kind of takes out the beauty of spirituality if I can't give you information that you cannot follow. Get it? Do it. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I think I'm coming across too mean. I think I've already lost you. I don't think we're not going to work together. So let me tell you this. I want to be paid for giving you a psychic reading. Is that clear enough? I was trying to be nice and roses. I was trying to be like, welcome to the psychic garden, but you know, people, you're all kind of playing coy, like you're kind of like placing bets if whether or not you can get a reading, or like if you can kind of maybe work me. I don't want to be worked. Look, PayPal me, pay for your reading, and I will do. Obviously, I would. I'm top tier. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm better now than I was in California Psychics. California Psychics paid me one third of actually not one third. They paid far less than what I'm paid now. So hold on, 50. No, one third. Yeah, they pay me one third less than I'm paid now. So I'm top tier, and I'm not even asking you to pay my top tier price. So I'm just saying. So I have surpassed. I'm more knowledgeable, experienced, powerful than I was when I was in California Psychics. When I was in California Psychics, I was very good, so good that they flew me out to do this to do this. Now I was flown out on a modeling gig, a go see, and we did a photo shoot and everything on the beach, California beach. Now, come on, raise it up for me. You know, raise up this quality, please. Why are you all not treating? You know, it's like a repeat. Like you guys are treating me like I'm practicing. I have celebrities who follow me. Celebrities follow me on my social medias. Celebrities, the rich ones, the good, the ones that can be celebrity all day. They follow me, okay? And I've read with them and I get to see the readings come to life. I really can do I can do what I do. I'm doing it now with Psychic Source. Okay, so I'm like close to I'm like $10 a minute right now. The other one is, I think, like $4 a minute or something like that. $4, $5. That was to California Psychics. I'm doing so much more now with my responsibilities than the way it was when I was in California Psychics. But I discovered how to keep busy with California Psychics. That's what made me win there because I was so good. People were like working with me anyway. So that's how I was able to win there. Okay. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to, I mean, kind of, you kind of, it kind of made me say where I am today. Like, yeah, I am saying what gives me the right. I definitely have the right to ask to be paid for what I do. This, I don't, I don't think people think I made that clear enough. So I'm just making it clear. I want to be paid for me to do your psychic reading. Is that a problem today? I just want to be clear. We're having a conversation about you paying for your psychic reading. That's it. All right. Okay. And the link is just fine. If you want to play like the link doesn't work, nothing, well then I don't want to see anything of you, of yours, of whatever spirits you have around you. I don't want to hear them. You're interrupting my spirits. So there it is. Okay. I was trying to be sweetheart. I was trying to be a sweetheart, but it's no fun when you're trying to be a sweetheart and you feel like somebody's trying to get over on you. So, I was trying to be the world's sweetheart. I was trying to be Isaiah, the sweetheart, the one with the halo, with the pointy head, you know, with, with the egg head, the pointy head, with the halo. I was trying to be nice. Gosh, you took the fun out of it. You sapped the spirit out of it, the spiritual fun out of it. Because you're so busy was trying to get over on me. Gosh. All right. All right. So, Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it up. Let me clean it up. I'm gonna keep all your nice stuff, but I don't want all the the business talk. We'll keep. May I ask? Yeah, you may ask. Yeah, we'll remove that. California Psychic. We don't really need them right here. Um, yeah, I already explained how can I? Yeah, we explained that. It's yeah, we're not in California Psychics, so we don't need their praise. Um, as soon as I can, I will get a reading as soon as I can. I'll get a reading as soon as I can. Good, good, good. Okay, we'll still clean it up a bit. Hey, hate speech. I don't care about that. That's still what I said. You not have no hate speech. Yeah, you can ask a question. We're just gonna clean it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay. So there, we just cleaned it up. Yeah. Hmm. All right, my lovely. Okay, girl. So, all right. Oh my lordy, 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 lordy. All right. Okay. So, hmm, let's see. It is 8:57, girl. Okay. And let's see. Hmm. Okay. So now we are in a different space, making some things work for us in a good way. Wonderful energy, people, and see what we're going to talk about. Psychically, what's going on with our spiritual world? My goodness. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So let's see. Gonna do a little meditation. Mm-hmm. All right. I gotta get ready. Let's get these cards shuffled so that we can have a head start. Okay, so we gotta open this next channel for people to call in. My goodness. Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay. Go ahead and shuffle these up. So real nice. I had to shuffle my cards. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's shuffle up my cards. Get my cards nice and shuffled. Okay. There. Think I'm ready now. Or I'm ahead. Okay, there. We're ready. So, soon I will open up all of the channels and see what they have to, what we're going to talk about today. I think um, they're going to want to. I know we've been working with a lot of dreams here lately because of Neptune. So, yeah, people needing or wanting dream interpretation. Excuse me, clients wanting dream interpretation. Let's clarify. We have to be bottom line here. Clients are wanting dream interpretation. So, so I've been interpreting a lot of dreams here lately. I mean, like several dreams, like back to back, and sharing, interpreting and sharing what they mean for the person going forward. Mm-hmm. There. Hi, Haken. Good to speak with you. Hope you're having a great day. We're opening up the channels for people to have their own personalized readings, but also to have open conversations. So we're having uh, conversations about any topic that you want to talk about, and but yes, people can also join the client line. So if you're a client, there's a place for you. But also if you just um, have a conversation in your head, that's also very welcomed. Yes. So we can talk about spirituality. Um, I don't. Well, gosh, there's just so much different types of conversations that come through here. All are welcome. um, yeah. I mean, of course. Oh, disclaimer. Um, we do clean up our chat as needed so that everybody can have a wonderful experience. But anyway, it's morning where I'm at, so good morning. Yeah. We're continuing to sort of like develop a way where is this so much that's happening all at once and on one channel. Sometimes we're doing readings in here. Sometimes we're having conversations about what's going on in the world. Occasionally we have conversations that's about spirituality, God. We, talk about like deep or university level metaphysics. So we talk about what do you call it? I guess spirituality and the scriptures of the world of different kinds, not limited, but not excluding the Christian Bible. Um, we, but we always speak to the benefit of people. So this is not um, like deconstructing anything. It's just like we start from from the start, and just read everything accurately. So there's nothing to deconstruct. You just have the wrong information. So so we're very careful of where we are reading from. That matters. So if we do read like old text, we actually will go to its language and then translate it. For example, Greek to English, and then we are given the correct meaning of things. Um, yeah, uh, we like to definitely talk about the mind, the powers of the mind, working through the mind. So we're just going to continue to expand that awareness, that mental awareness. Now, all the while this is happening, occasionally I'm working with clients, so that's just a given. But we are nonetheless able to have particularly any conversational direction that you would like to, that you're, whatever, if you're interested, if you, whatever it is you're interested in. Some topics, I mean, it's just I don't see any real value in it, so I kind of chase it out. If it's like strays too far away from the higher mind, we kind of move away from that. Not that we can't have fun. We can have fun and poke fun and be made fun of. That's not a problem. It's just that we have to find our way back to intellect and spirit, the spirit of the channel. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, mm-hmm. Mm. Yes. I love where my clients are making a lot of money, and so I love how the psychic proves that making money or money is entangled in spirituality. So they are, their minds are opening, they're elevating their careers, they're taking on new positions, and they're making money. So I'm very proud of them for that. Very proud. Good for them. goodness. Let me straighten up here. Do I have any reversals? We don't, people come with their reversals. We don't need to read them. I like to get straight to the points. Like the reversals, I can pick up on that on my own. So make sure. Oh, yeah. Jeez. So many. Yeah, that's. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, there we go. This one. Okay, good. All right. Okay, are these okay? Yeah, those are okay. Are these okay? Those are okay. I think those are okay. Yeah, these are okay. Yeah. All right, they're all straightened out. How to straighten them out, you know. So I can get very clear, concise, esoteric sentences. Um, so, oh, by the way, um, I'm surprised. Like I'm getting like anywhere from like 5 to 10 watch hours, like per stream, per stream. By the way, that is amazing. So you know, I do want to say thank you to that. Okay, so yeah, thank you. That's amazing, and we continue to evolve and to grow. Hmm. Thank you so much for everything. I feel good. I feel good about everything. Um, Making sure that get in the habit of putting the PayPal link at the top. So I will continue to do that. That sounds like a good idea, and continue to interact and speak with you all on that subject. Continue to grow and expand the channel, the symbols and the meaning of the channel, and, which is important. The channel is growing. At the same time, um, as the channel grows and we're reaching the right people, they'll come in, and of course we're having also we have some pretty one like I think pretty nice conversations that are like dynamic. So yeah, we are having conversations. It's just that yeah, this is the toughest conversations, the tough talks, which yeah, I wanted to do that. These everything that need to be said while we're less than 500 watch hours, which we're fast approaching, by the way. Like this week, we will most likely we will have 500 plus watch hours. So we're getting closer steadily. I've racked up so many watch hours over the and gained like 20, I think they said 20 to 30 subscribers this past month. Oh, by the way, all organic. So people are like just, when I'm live, people are just coming in and connecting. So, um, this is a good time for me to start my channel because I still have I still maintain my flower. I'm still radiant. I'm still, warm-hearted, kind. So, yeah. And I still am optimistic about the world. In spite of everything that's going on, I'm quite still enamored, and charmed by the world. You know, so I have not lost hope in the world in itself. So then, besides, this is a very favorable time for a light worker, and especially one who's grown up in a light worker community from a young one, but not just to learn. I mean, like professionally, starting professionally. Um, and I will but continue to impart my wisdom, through my experiences, and yeah, uh, and continue to I want to definitely give light, so that people continue to be courageous in all their steps, psychically, spiritually, of course physically as well. All of that is linked. Physically, material world, finances, all of that is the same. When we say physically, we mean all of that. Um, yeah. Besides, like right now, the conversations seem to be one of, like even I'm analyzing. So analyzing and finding solutions. So all about the resolution. And we'll just continue to build onto this and navigate in the right way. Um, and as we are getting the right people, the right reach. But it's kind of like there's just some words that need to be said. We have to say some things to each other. Like I'm hearing what you're saying to me, and then you need to hear the things that I'm saying back. So that's a good thing. Um, and it's good that this is happening early rather than later. So neither of us should be too disappointed. Yeah. I'm not disappointed. You shouldn't be disappointed. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Let me do this. What? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. We know that. We know that already. Let's see. Okay. 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 Let's see. Um. Let's take a look. Whoops. I think it's this one. All right. All right. Bam. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So we have here, so we are definitely doing kind of like at least most of the day. It's not an all day live, but yeah, I'm going to open up all of the channels. So I need to create another live. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I'll stay on like for another 15 minutes or so. And then I will close this one out to start another one. But I am, already heads up, I am going to include the PayPal so that people can, as you're seeing me read for clients, you can hop right in line behind the clients who I'm reading, hop in line with the other clients, and I will read for you. Oh, to be clear, I want to be paid for my readings. So if you're thinking about having a reading with me, I want to be paid for me doing readings for you. Okay, you're being like my other clients, they pay for their readings. So you're a client, you'll pay for your readings. They're responsible for their readings. You'll be responsible for your readings, or they're responsible for their readings. You'll be responsible for your readings. All right, okay. We just need to say that blunt, down, blunt and down to earth, right square down the middle. There you go. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's also happening in the next live. So when I come back, the link to the PayPal and where you can submit your questions will be up there as well. I don't want to hear when I click on it, nothing happens. All right. Ooh. So, so, oh yeah. I also have a client that is, I wonder how their interview is doing. You know, we definitely need to talk to them about their interview. Which is supposed to be this week. So over the next day or so, I'm most likely going to hear back from them. Okay. Gotta keep that in mind. Because I think they're thinking like, what are they going to do next? Where are they going to be working next? I have a few clients that are moving into their home or moving into a new home. They're like, so when is that going to happen for them? Um, so some are like mapping out or mapping out some things. I think their home is being built. That's what the reading was about. So we're trying to follow along. I mean, there's people that have some like very serious questions in regards, um, because some of the conversations are definitely self-driven, which those are fine. Um, and seeing how those things play out. Hmm. So I should be hearing back from them. Well, over the next 2 days, they might be wanting to hear something, but I think they'd be safe enough, like if they hold off to next week, actually. If they waited for the next week over, or they might across the weekend, like over the next 4 days then. So yeah, I think they'll be just fine. Hmm. Anyways, I'm gonna let them reach out, and then I will, see, see what's going on there. I'm gonna try not to think about it too much for the time being. I'm here for another like 7 minutes, and then um, because I need to prepare the next live. Oh, yeah. So we'll definitely do that. Most importantly, you know, uh, we'll somehow we have to transition into back to the studio. Which okay, so I'm gonna do a little practice run um, at some point. When will I be able to do this? So it's Thursday. Oh, gosh. Do we want to do this on Friday? Actually, because I need to read the Bhagavad Gita. Well, no, no, no. Hold on. Yeah, it sounds like Friday. So, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to try this thing. So I'm going to come in live on this channel, like this channel, through my phone. And then I'm going to tell you all about, or have another link, which is to the studio, where the studio, of course, is going to be, which is very interactive because we're going to start to wrap up the Bhagavad Gita. We only have 3 chapters left. If we do a chapter a day by at least by uh, Sunday evening, or it's definitely by Monday, no later than Monday, we'll be able to start reading from the very beginning, the Apocrypha. But we need to also kind of go through a journey of what the canons are and associated, retracing it back to Canaan or the Canaanites. Then we can read, because we need to understand what are the canons, and the definition of what they are is going to be it's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. But yeah, we are going to start to read the Apocrypha soon, over the next 4 days. And also these 3 chapters is about of the Bhagavad Gita, I mean, are about prosperity or wealth, and the true meaning of the warrior's path, righteousness as a additional word, or substitute word. Then there's the divine father, mother. Of course, that is traced back into Genesis as well. So yeah, we're going to wrap up the Bhagavad Gita, and then of course that means we'll be starting over chapter one, and then it'll be the fourth time. We're going to lose count soon of how many times we've read the Bhagavad Gita. We're going to keep reading it until we lose count. How many times have you read the Bhagavad Gita? Lost count. But so far, so when we start again, it'll be a total of, well, or this will be our fourth time upcoming, our fourth time reading the Bhagavad Gita. So we're going to do that, and we will rack up so many watch hours. Oh my gosh. So many watch hours are happening because people are, their retention is insane. You guys is like ability to watch. Like from this live is probably gonna, I'm already gonna be like 5 hours. So it's this going up, and I thank you for your retention, and your interest in the subjects. So we're definitely going to continue the educational route, the educational spiritual awakening route. I've reached my goals of 70 views. Past couple of days, we've gotten um, like 100 views. But we're talking about the quality, I guess. The quality of views today, I think, is better. Um, you know, because sometimes you can get all the views like 100. Okay, so for me, 120 views, but if it's the views are like with me fighting with people, I don't know if that's the quality of the view. I mean, I could say I'm also educating when I'm fighting with people, but I'm also educating them. So that's a win. And they spend a great deal of time being educated. So that's also where I've received over, 5 watch hours. So anyway, the watch hours are going up, and thank you. We'll be breaking, what is it, like 370 soon? We'll be breaking 370 views. So we only have like 30 watch hours to go before we reach 400. When we reach 400, it's only a matter of countdown to 500 watch hours. But when we reach 500 watch hours, that's when the fun really begins. Kind of like okay, now we're seeing things happen. Now it's becoming fun. And right now I'm working on the structures of the channel. And I'll have to make some improvements. But for now, just the structures alone are fine. Okay. Let me see. What was the last duration? Yeah. So, you know, yeah, that is insane. Like the amount of watch hours people are like hanging out. And I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Like I come in and like it's what they call it, about the same exact amount of time that I'm visiting and I'm kind of hanging out with you all is like the same exact amount of time of watch hours that I get. They're kind of wanting me to like turn on the like what they call it, put the pedal to the metal. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna take a few days, but yeah, we're definitely surpassing three. We're reaching the 30. what is it, the 30 mark, the 30-hour mark. So soon we'll have 30 hours and counting down to 400 watch hours. 400 watch hours is like saying our goal is just around the corner. But once we like 500 watch hours, I know I'm going to start wanting, maybe, I have a feeling I'm going to start wanting to start incorporating the creative, like the aesthetic. The aesthetic is removed right for now, and I'm just focusing on the structures. So right now it's just like what they call the skeleton of the channel. So this is we're implementing structures. Nothing too fancy. Just come on. But the conversations are clearly analytical and meticulous. But we'll bring back the creative ambiance shortly. Thank you for your patience. Oh, and there's my 2 minute situation. What called 2 minute? Yeah, I need the rest of the time to create another live. So I'm gonna close this one down, and I'll be back. I gotta open up the rest of the channels. I sat here intentionally. I slowed everything down intentionally to work on some structures and just kind of clear the space for something more important. And when I come back, we will resume, the good feeling of the spirit of of the channel, the psychic spirit, and yes, I'm pretty sure we'll have other conversations. I am definitely 1,000% sure that I'm going to incorporate the channel where people can you can book your uh, psychic reading with me, the same as the clients do. So I will do that for you as well. What else? What else? Um, but you're still very welcome, and to dialogue with me, of course. Come visit, come drop in, say hi, and yes, and hang out, get good energy, good vibes, and continue on the day. It's morning, so I'm moving to mid morning soon in a few minutes. All right, so I'm going to close this one out, and then I'll come back. And our watch hours is steadily going up, and we're going to be fine. We'll be monetized soon, but we're still able to accept paid readings. Don't Yeah, I gotta insert that little clause. You can still that doesn't just because we're not monetized, it does not mean you can't book a paid reading with me. Does not mean that. I'm reading, doing paid psychic readings as literally as I'm live. So yes, join in, get in line, have your reading with me, and let's figure out what is going on with you psychically, what's going on with you and people. Remember, we covered a few different areas. Already talked about that earlier. Yeah. Anyways, I'll be back shortly. About give me 10. Maybe give me 15 minutes because I kind of